Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Virgo for the month of July 2023. So, as we begin, I'd just like to thank everyone for returning to this monthly series and to also welcome anyone who's new to our Angelic Wisdom community. Just a few reminders before we get into the reading itself. First, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Select the all notification bell, like, dislike, and leave comments. I'd also extend to you if you'd like to get an angel reading with me, that you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services. Also, if you just like to donate to my channel, you can select my PayPal me link, and any amount that you choose to offer would be greatly appreciated. And if you haven't seen the general monthly angel reading as of yet, by the time this comes out, then make sure that you check that out as well. So that'll be the very first link in the description area below. All right, so let's take a look at the card format here. And so the card in the center is a message from the archangel that you'll be working with in this month. And the cards on either side will be a message from your guardian angels. So the guardian angels are giving you two messages. One that shows you what you're unconscious of, those certain energies, and what was unfolding, and that is represented by the major arcana, the big themes, lessons, energies, and influences. The card on this right is from the minor arcana and will represent what you are consciously aware. So the unconscious information is sort of shaping what you're experiencing, what you're consciously aware of, and hopefully give you feedback on how to work with that. All right, so let's take a deep breath. Just tuning into your heart space. And into the land around you. Just allow your heart to just sink into the earth, Virgo. And as you do this, let it just sink deep, deeper and deeper, each breath, into the heart of the earth. And the angels show me sort of this Roman arches, like a gateway that just keeps, and it's just one doorway after the next, on a very long path. And so the gateways are, for me, opportunities for, great shifts and transformation to happen into your life, for you to step into new awarenesses in terms of dimensions and consciousness. So there are many opportunities that are opening up for you in this month. Many opportunities to experience, unique transformations. Now, what I'm seeing is a very sensual woman, sexy woman, um, sort of a Marilyn Monroe type figure, walking down and, wearing sort of, I forget what they call these things, a halter top and, you know, maybe just some kind of panties. So very, you know, not wearing a lot. And then as she keeps walking, I see this corset and, you know, that very, all of that layers of clothing sort of coming on. And it gives me a sense of starting out very bold, and proud, being yourself on a journey, and then getting comfortable and starting to conform, and then all the layers come on, and then you get sort of suppressed or repressed under all of this in some way, or repressed by all of it. So here's the thing. It feels like you're trying to find balance. You're trying to figure out how you want to show up. And it seems like your desire to want to please others and to really be everything that you know you can be is in conflict. And I'm pretty sure this is just an incredibly huge theme right now. And the reason why it's so important right now, because of the turning point that we are uh, going through on our ascension process. Now, our ascension process has nothing to do with us giving up our physical reality and totally becoming spiritual. It is very much about the spiritual wanting to fully embody the physical with all of its attributes so that our humanity is full of joy and pleasure and passion to the greatest extent that is and capacity that is possible. This is what happens when we allow that to unfold. And you're trying to do this without that embodiment. You're trying to be one or the other. In religion, it's like, oh, the spirit is good, the flesh is bad. No. They're both made by the Creator. They're both sacred. They're just different kinds of sacredness. And it's the consciousness, and this is probably why I saw sort of a Puritan, literally, but as I was starting the video, I saw a Puritan, and I saw something else. Oh, and a flag. I didn't see what was on the flag. It had nothing on it, but it was just a flag. And so that means it hasn't taken on a meaning yet. But we have given meaning to what we think is holy and what is not. And we're stuck in this, between these great two worlds. They're both great. They're both sacred. And until you are ready to embrace them both, you'll keep starting out this very bold, and this is what happens to us when we first leave home, when we start off on our college lives, and we're like, daring and bold, and the older we get, we become more attached to the things that we have, and so we're afraid to take risks because we're afraid of losing what we think has become our identity. So you've got to somehow keep being fully who you are in order to fully live as you're meant to live, and you'll know it by the amount of happiness that you're able to tap into. It's not it's not bad when we don't always tap into happiness, but we shouldn't be stuck in unhappiness. And we shouldn't be blindly just happy all the time, as if there isn't duality in our reality. All right, so let's take a look at the Archangel. So it's Archangel Lavender, and she's come up again. And this is a message for healing, soul healing, and the clearing any sort of unforgiveness that you have towards yourself or others. And Archangel Lavender works with the soul star chakra, along with Archangels Mariel and Zadkiel, who works with the violet flame, and Mariel, the magenta. And so Archangel Lavender, you can see, has some of the pink and the purple lavender, and so she's got these different, and some of the blues. And so this means that you need to let some things go. Okay, first you need to surrender, because you can't fight a war until you're willing to surrender. Well, the thing is, you want to avoid war. And so the only way to do that is to surrender. Because if you're willing to destroy everything, then you should be willing to let it all go. Because when you fight, you're going to destroy something. And when you surrender, not only that which is serving you remains, that which can be supportive and helpful to you. So just take a moment to tune in to Archangel Lavender and just ask her to bring up anything that's around your soul that's acting as a barrier, like a dark barrier, that's inhibiting your soul's true light to be able to shine and then fully embody your reality and to bring you the blessings that you deserve at this time. And just be willing to forgive whatever comes up for you right now. Forgive yourself for the times that you didn't take the risk and now you regret it and you've been blaming yourself ever since. Let that go. And just feel how your energy is starting to buzz and glow, and the expansion that you feel as she lifts everything away, and the freedom, such liberation. And just be with that energy for a while. So when I see this Emperor energy, you may not see the things that you're trying to control. That's the word just comes up to me. It's like you're just trying to control everything. And you're not able to do it very well. And this control creates all of these situations that you would not otherwise want to happen. It just feels like, oops, gosh, what have I done now kind of situation. So surrender the need to control. Be aware, because you're unconsciously aware of how you're trying to control situations or people, things. You're spending more time trying to prevent stuff from going wrong instead of allowing things to go right and to focus on what's working and letting go of what's not. Okay, this is the 10 of Earth. And this gives me a sense of, look, things are going to fall into place for you right now anyway. You've laid a foundation that's solid and that will just keep regenerating itself if you let it. If you had a time where you felt like you had this long string of things just always going your way, and for some reason it hasn't been, it's because of this control factor. Because things are shifting, they're changing, your world is changing. You might be at a stage in your life where the things that you were doing no longer really are your passions any longer, because you've grown wiser and you're not accepting that. It's almost like there's a stage where I'm sure most of us like love to party and then hang out all the time and go to work tired but then you realize at some point in your life you just grow up and that's just no longer who you are. And maybe sometimes we try to recapture those things because we are blaming ourselves for where we've ended up. But you don't want to hold on to the things that are not who you are or where you're going. And so focus on where you're going. Your legacy's not over yet. It's just beginning. Because tens are about a cycle, ending of a cycle, but also the renewal of another. So you're in this place, you're trying to control because you want everything to stay the same. But things are shifting for you. You're going down this path of gateways just opening. So it shifts and changes. It shows that you, Virgo, are on a path of evolution, a true path of ascension. And what holds you back are the things that you allow yourself to be held back by. So let go and embrace all the newness, right? And for lack of a better word, but now you can turn this energy of control into one of leadership. I think a good emperor is not someone who just dictates, but they empower others. So instead of trying to control the people in your life, if it's people, become one who supports, become their foundation, empower them. If you're, a supervisor, empower others. If you're just one of the people who's working, but you can still take on this role of working with others if you're trying to get something done, but empower them so that they can do what it is that they do best for the entire project. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of July, Virgos.